This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Spinorama's Michigan goals. A sprawling save across the crease. Live and breathe all the highlight moments with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. That's code THPN to turn $5 into $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnerships with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. Copyright NHL 2025. All rights reserved. Now to Avril.
Welcome, everybody, to our midweek show, The Fantasy Lens, where we take a deep dive into anything and everything fantasy hockey specific. And today, Nick is our host, and he'll be talking about
our rankings.
Oh, I don't know if we want to go there. Can we change topic?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a quarter way through the season, and we had our rankings come out, which actually were some of our most popular episodes during the preseason. And I want to kind of review, like, what did we get right? What did we get wrong? Where did we really whiff? And kind of pat ourselves on the back maybe once or twice.
I have the perfect saying for our fantasy ranking so far. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Every day my like is. That's absolutely right. So sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. I want to start you off. So I want to start off with the forward rankings, and then we'll go through some defensemen, and then some goaltending. And look, guys, I would love it if everybody likes and subscribes our episodes. I would love it if you follow us on Twitter and
TikTok,
Instagram at Partial Break Pod.
Oh, man.
We also are posting continuously. Like, Junior is really on top of the posting our clips. So if you don't have time to watch our entire show, at least like the clip and maybe send a comment our way.
Engage. We had a couple of engagements last week.
The more engagement we see, the more we can make it a whole episode about mailbags, right? About questions.
Can I just clarify something? Because some people, like they just believe everything they see and they don't pay attention to context. We are a fantasy hockey podcast.
There goes the mic.
He has to hit the mic once per episode.
It's because this stuff, it gets me nervous. We had an Ottawa Senators fan reply to one of our posts about Brady Tkachuk. Thank you for your expertise that we're going to be better with Brady Tkachuk back. But the point of the video was what happens to everybody else now that Brady Tkachuk is back?
Who
Are
goes
they
down
putting
the lineup?
everybody on the top line? What does that mean for Shane Pinto if everybody's on the top
And
line?
because Ottawa was doing so well,
But,
are you ruining
know?
the chemistry the first two lines?
But
had?
if I read videos like this, see videos like this, and I don't pay attention to
Three
who's
blind
posting the
mice.
video,
Look, I think it's very important to note that when we give a take, and on top of it, it was actually us complimenting the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah,
in
it
that
was
one, and we
actually
still
a good-
get shit.
yeah, exactly.
So I mean, what are you gonna do?
screw them, man. They suck.
Listen, your daughter might listen to this episode one day, all right?
Yeah, well, she's not going to be a Sens fan, so she'll like it.
That's true. Let's start off with the forwards, okay? And guys, if you agree with some of these, if you disagree with some of these, if you want to say how bad we whiffed and you want to comment on it, please feel free to do so on our Instagram, on our X, on our YouTube video if you'd like. But at the end of the day, just hit the like button, the subscribe button, because we are coming out with 2 episodes per week. And I hope you guys are enjoying these 2 episodes per week.
Are we doing a player like you're gonna name a player, and then if we have something to add, we add? Because
Oh, you're absolutely adding
Okay.
to every one of these players, or you might as well just go home now.
Yeah, okay.
So I want to start off with one that's really hurting me, and it's hurting me in my family league that I'm in, because I traded for Braden Point. And Braden Point is currently 157th in the NHL. We had him ranked 15th, ladies and gentlemen. So, like, how big of a whiff is this? Like, this is huge. It's 100% whiff.
He's on pace for 43 points. The last time he paced was for 43 points or less was never. Never. This is concerning. Look, he's day to day now, right? Does that mean he's been dealing with an injury and it's been affecting him? I don't know. But, guys, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points in 21 games. What the heck? I mean, I don't think we're the only ones who had him that high,
No,
or at
for
least
sure.
expected him to be. But he's getting deployment, he's getting opportunities. Something's up, right? And maybe this injury is what was up. I'm hoping for point GMs.
I think we need to like just pump the brakes a little bit. Like,
Stop the hate.
yeah, like his shooting percentage is 6.8. The last 3 years, even if I go back 4 years, in 2021, 2022, 16%, 21.7, 20.2, 22.3. So you know he's dealing with an issue. You know he's dealing with an injury that's affecting him more than they thought it would have been. So, I mean, when we do our halfway fantasy review, he's going to be higher than 157 points in the NHL. He's not finishing with 43 points.
We should do this on the halfway mark, and we should do this in the 3/4 mark, just to see how our
Yeah,
rankings actually
we'll do it
come out.
quarterly. I think it's fair.
Yeah.
I just want to add that as a fantasy GM, you're not fulfilling your duties if you're not inquiring on a possibly buy low for Braden Point.
Yeah,
Because guys, we say it time and time again. Not every GM is like you. Some GMs don't have the patience to deal with this stuff.
but buy
Some are
low.
Ottawa Senators.
Yeah,
fans.
but like
Yeah.
by buy low, it
Some are
means
jerks.
But buy low, but buy low, it means like it doesn't mean that you're gonna offer a 5th round pick for Braden Point.
No, but it's going to cost you
It's gonna
less
cost you
now
less,
than it would
yes.
have last year, right?
100%. I agree. Yeah, it is a candidate to buy low. For
Okay,
sure.
but so you foresee him turning it around?
Yeah, 100%.
How many points can he finish with?
Oh, he's gonna finish.
Depending, like, forget injuries. Like, pretend he's not
he's
injured.
gonna finish with over 75 points.
So close to a point per game. And he has 60 games left. He needs 65 points. No more, 70
Now
plus
this
points.
is depending how long he's out for
Yeah.
injury. If he's out for 2 months, then
Yeah.
You think he can be almost point per game by end of year?
I don't think point per game is realistic at this point. I mean, a quarter of the season's gone already. But if he could finish with 70, I'll be happy.
Yeah, give me an outlier year for him, like
Yeah, like a low year.
low year for whatever reason.
All right.
70 points.
Okay, let's move on to the next whiff.
Do you want me to do a clicker? I don't know. Do we have any clickers over here?
If you want to know what we're talking about, tune into episode 122 of the Partial Breaker Fantasy Hockey Podcast.
No, that's not
Okay,
gonna go.
let's
All
not
right,
play
no,
with the soundboard.
Yeah, that was pretty much our projection for Braden Point.
Let's talk about another crash and burn because people tend to like it when we crash and burn. Let's be serious here, okay?
That's all people look for.
I mean, I could blame this one on one person, but I'll mention it anyway. Sam Reinhart from the Florida Panthers, 67th currently in the NHL. We had him ranked 18th. That, my friends, would be considered a the truck afterwards is just the extra, like, bam. So first you have to start off with the fact that I believe this has a lot to do with Barkov and Kachuk missing time. But Junior,
so-
why don't you start?
Yeah, it's probably about Barkov. They've been line mates forever, 5-on-5, short-handed. He's picked it up of late, though. He had a really, really slow start. He's picked it up as of late. He's still pacing for 70 points, which is not bad. It's not bad for Reinhardt. I know we expect point per game, maybe close to 90. He's at a 20.3 shooting percentage, which is slightly above average for him. But I think that's recency bias because lately he's been
fire.
Yeah, he's been on fire. In fact, he's had 10 points in his last 6 games. So look, with 12 goals in 21 games, I think his goals are still on tap. Like he's still projecting to have the goals he usually has. But total points, I think the Barkov loss was huge for him.
Listen, you're missing your number one centerman. It's completely all about the Barkov loss, and not only Barkov, but all the other losses that Florida has. They're injury ridden this year.
Yeah, it's easy to game plan on Reinhardt at this point,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. So,
Which is why Marchand maybe is having the year he's having.
yeah, but this is not one that I don't think we got wrong. I think it's just the situations around it made it that he's going to get less points than projected just because of the huge injuries around him.
All right. Here's another one that we got wrong. And this one's a little bit fun. Connor Bedard
Well, you could add 2 people on that list.
is ranked 4th in the NHL. Yeah, Celebrini is ranked third, I think 3rd and 4th or 4th and 5th.
Yeah, man.
But Connor Bedard 4th, we had him ranked 20th. Let me start with you, Vince. Why do you hate Connor Bedard?
No, I don't hate Connor Bedard. And I was one who had it really higher than both of you. That's he just dropped to 20 because of you two guys. But listen, he's having him and Celebrini are just going head to head, having a phenomenal. Like no one would expect. No one had Bedard top 5 in any of their, even the professionals that do this. None of them had these two guys in their top 10 in points. The interesting thing that's gonna that we should look forward to is can they sustain it till, like when we're gonna be talking about this in game 40, are they still gonna be up there in the top 4? And to me, I don't think they'll be there. I think at one point they're gonna hit some kind of a slump, a wall that's gonna bring them back to where we had them ranked.
This is what we expected from him when he was drafted.
Top
Right.
4? No.
When Bedard was drafted, we thought he was a superstar.
Yeah.
When Celebrini was drafted, we thought he was just going to be a really good player. So to me, a really good player is point per game. Superstar, you're talking 100 points. He's pacing for 116. So this is who I was expecting him to be, but his sophomore year really threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. I had him projected 30th at a point per game.
Yeah.
So look, his shooting percentage is only 18. It's not to say it's dramatically high at 25.
Yeah, I agree.
So do I think it's sustainable? I think it could be sustainable because I think this is the player we all envisioned when he was being drafted. And he's finally putting everything together. Chicago has really surrounded him pretty well, I think. And the little I get to watch him play, I don't get to watch him play often, but I try to watch him play. I found last year he was trying to do too much. This year, he's really calmed his play down. He's really trusting his teammates, his line mates, and I find it's made a big difference. And the power play being as good as it is, it helps. He's got 10 power play points out of 31.
Oh, Bertuzzi looks amazing right now, next to Bedard. All right, let's make ourselves feel a little bit
A little
better
bit
here.
positive, Nick. Come on, a
You
little
don't
bit
want
positive.
to add the. I mean, you're part of this show. You're part of this team. You
No,
don't
no, I
wanna-
like the presentation.
Oh.
I like the
He likes
asking
doing-
the questions.
He likes doing nothing.
It's my segment.
You like putting the glaze on the salmon, right?
There we go.
Oh, I like the cooking. At least I don't burn my hand on barbecues.
Oh my
Let's go, Samoskevich.
Or put your hand on a broken glass because you're an injury prone.
Okay, so some people might laugh at this, that the fact that we are counting this as a win, but I think we need to count this as a win because everybody
that right.
thought everybody thought that Pasternak in Boston was going to have a regression year because who's he playing with? I mean, he doesn't have his line mates anymore. He has no Brad Marchand. He has no Bergeron or Krejci to play with him, but he's still maintaining this pace, and we had him ranked 7th, and he's currently ranked 9th in the NHL. So we're going to count that as a win. And I think that it's merited a little bit for us to count that as a win.
I would merit that as a win. Vince.
Yeah, listen, we didn't think Boston was going to be as good. We thought Boston was going to struggle. But at the end of the day, we knew Pasternak would still put up the points. And we were wrong about Boston because they're not struggling. They're up there in the standings. But with Pasternak, when you're as elite player as that is, no matter who, you make the people around you better, and that's what he's making. He's making Morgan Geeky better. And we didn't see that because with Boston, we concentrate always on Bergeron, Chara, Marchand. So we see that Pasternak could be a great leader for that. So, I take this as a win because not everybody had Pasternak up there.
I will also take that as a win.
What's with the sirens?
I don't know. It's a win.
Guys, he's pacing for 99.
All right, let's move on to Jason Robertson. So this one looks a little bit off, but I actually think that because I think it's 1 point separating him from 8th spot.
Yeah, he was tied. He's 16, but he was tied with like 4 other people with the same amount. So
Yeah, so Jason Robertson is 8th in the NHL right now. We had him ranked at 16th, but it's a 1 point difference, I think, between that spot. So we're going to count that as a win as well for Jason Robertson. Now, for those of you that remember, Jason Robertson did not look so good at some point. And we had him ranked pretty highly, I think.
compared to other people that throughout the rankings, we had Robertson higher than most. And we just all thought because of the bounce back, Starcastic came, basically motivated us that Robertson was coming back with a big year. And he's showing it. Yes, he had the past 3 games where he had a phenomenal hat trick and a few
15 points in his last 7
yeah.
games.
See now, but with Robertson, I think this is sustainable because he's got the team around him to sustain this type of these type of points. So I think it's a win, and I mean I think goal wise is how high can he go? That's the question.
I definitely think it's sustainable. And, when Ryan from Starcastic Remarks was on with us, he really emphasized the injury he had on his foot the year before and or the year before that. And it always, you come back from injury, but you're still not fully back from injury. You know what I mean? And I think now this year, I think he entered training camp fully healthy. And we're seeing the fruits of that labor. Like, we're seeing him being that 100-point player that maybe he is. Maybe he is, Am I fully convinced he's a 100-point player? I don't know. I still see him more as a 90 to between 90 and 100, but hey, he's pacing for 104.
All right, well, the next one, people might think that this is cherry picking, but
We never cherry pick.
look, Sidney Crosby is how old now?
38.
38 years old. We had him ranked 21st, and in the current NHL standings, he is 25th. That's pretty freaking close, ladies and gentlemen. Junior, are we cherry picking here by saying Sidney Crosby was a win for us, or can we say that, you know what, we nailed it?
No, guys, for 1 point, I think we nailed it. I think we projected him to be
21st.
no, but I'm saying in terms of points, I think we project him to be at least a point per game player. Maybe just a bit above. And he's pacing for 90. Does that come down? I think he can sustain this pace. Guys, do you know what his shooting percentage is right now?
Yeah, that his goals might come down because his
28.3.
Jesus.
yeah, it's high.
Never
even
in
for
his
Crosby.
career has he hit 20, let alone 28. So that might dip a little bit, but it doesn't mean he can get more. Like, it doesn't mean he won't get any assists or any points at all, right? But,
At least for the first quarter of the season, we got it right. We don't know if it's going to last.
hey, we'll take our wins when we get them.
I like it.
Listen, he's been in the league almost 20 years, and he's always had over a point per game.
Just like you have
Pace.
almost a minute per listen.
Yeah, a minute per listen. That's pretty good, a minute per listen. I mean, come on. No, but like he's Mr. Consistent since 2015. 87 points, 97, 89, 104, 94, 92, 100, 93, 94, 93, 90.
He
He's
is
on
so
pace.
consistent.
So, I mean,
It's a little bit of a cheap win for us,
yeah,
but,
but
he's
it's
consistent.
still a win.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing that's leading to the high shooting percentage is he's shooting slightly less.
That's very true. I want to move on to some defensemen that we might have gotten right or wrong.
Makar?
So,
I think we got him right.
Well, yeah, we got McCarr right, but we didn't mention that, ladies and gentlemen, because I know that your feedback would have been everybody got that right.
It doesn't matter what's your feedback.
But here's one that we got wrong.
So far.
Again,
So far.
another one.
He's been doing a little bit better lately. You're absolutely right, Vince. I know that you enjoy this player, and I do as well. I'm a owner or share owner of Shea Theodore. But unfortunately, I have to mention it, guys. He's first quarter of the season. He's 24th in the NHL in points, and we had him 7th. That's a miss.
Right now.
So far.
So far, it's a miss, but I'm telling you, by the end of the season, he'll be in the top 5. I think there was a nagging injury with him that made him miss a few games. Now there's that kid that's on a little hot streak, and Brendan Bowman.
Braden Bowman.
Braden Bowman. But I mean, this Vegas team is good, and Theodore is going to be the quarterback of this team. So by the end of the year, mark my words, record it, do whatever you want. He'll be top 5 in points and defenseman.
I like that for my Llama team.
I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree because he's played 21 games. You know, and the reason we had him high was because he had 72% power play last year, 67 the year before, 53, 57, 59, 70. He's at 44.9. He's played 21 games, so it's not like he's missed games. Now this rookie Bowman comes out of nowhere. Nobody knows him. Starts producing, playing on the first line, takes his spot on the power play, even with Mark Stone out of the lineup. Whoa. Look, he's been much better of late. I'll give you that. Do I think he'll be top 8 in the NHL in defenseman? I don't think so, guys. I really don't think so.
The next one will count as a win.
A good Chidou.
And the reason we'll call him as a win is because,
Because I love him.
yeah, but he's a sophomore player. So a lot of people were saying that sophomore players,
Who's the love? Who?
I was one. Who? Me.
there's a lot of people, not pointing fingers for you guys on YouTube, that say sophomore players do not produce. So Lane Hudson is currently 10th in the NHL, and we had him 9th.
He'll be 11th once Theodore hits the top 5.
Sticking to his guns. I like that.
Listen,
There's a listen.
we're not gonna. Well, sure. But last episode that wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Last
you're
episode
right.
wasn't
You're
bad.
right.
You're right.
We're gonna start the counter again on.
Oh my god, that was fun.
So
It took time.
Yeah.
he did have a slump. At one point, he was on a real cold streak. Lately, he's been.
Yeah,
I
he's had
think
4 points in 3
4
games.
points in 3 games, but he's been on a cold streak. So as long as he keeps the cold streaks to a minimum, he'll be able to stay within this ranking. But if the cold streaks are constant, this is where he's going to start going down into the standings. And with Montreal, we got to be careful because there's a lot of injuries going around.
He's actually scoring more than we thought. He's pacing for like 12 goals, which we always say, right? Double-digit goals for defensemen is great, and we never expected that from Lane Hudson. He's already halfway through the goal total he had last year. That's huge. But guys, when you have that kind of skill, that kind of talent, and your coach deploys you the way you should be, it's inevitable you're going to be an offensive star. I'll stay because, doesn't mean because you're good offensively that you're going to be good defensively. But from a fantasy perspective, he's pacing for 70 points. This is where I see him, 70 points. I don't think he's a Makar, Quinn Hughes type, but he's probably on the tier below.
All right, next. Mikhail Sergachev. We're going to mark this as a win as well.
All we do is win, man.
All we do is
Mikhail Sergachev is currently 14th in the NHL, and we had him ranked 13th. That's pretty freaking good. Vince?
Can I just clarify something before we start getting hate mail?
Again,
He's
the microphone.
14th in the NHL, but he's 14th in average fantasy points.
No.
Or is he?
He's 14th out of all defensemen in the NHL in points. So
Is that what you went by when we?
yes.
Did? Okay.
For the forwards and defensemen, we went with NHL points, but with goalies, we went with fantasy points because you can't really judge saves
All right.
and save percentage
So-
and wins.
sorry for the confusion.
So, just make this episode longer. Mikhail Sergachev, 14th in the NHL. We had him 13th.
Listen, he's on pace for the same amount of points as last year, which is 56. He's on a bit of a cold streak right now. No points in 3 games played. But we knew he had the talent. So he's got all the opportunity. He's the number 1 defenseman on that team. That power play was clicking early in the season. Now it seems like it slowed down a bit. But I feel he'll be in that 55 to 65 point total at the end of the year.
Junior?
Yeah, the whole team is in a bit of a lull right now. I mean, I think according to Frozen Pool, if you will, from Dauber Prospects, which, by the way, is an excellent tool to use for fantasy. Cooley and Peterka were two of the top 6 players forwards on that list that were not on a cold streak. So you can just imagine Keller and everybody else was all cold. So all I want to say is that he's pacing for the same amount like Vince said like last year. I don't think he'll get 15 goals like he did last year, but I think he can still attain the same point total.
All right. Here is a player.
Oh, nice. A hockey player?
Yes, he's a goalie.
Oh.
I'm going to move over to our goalie standings.
Do they count as players?
Now, goalie standings, I just want to mention one thing is that our goalie standings is fantasy points because we had to combine goals against average, save percentage, and wins. That's what our LPHL and our Llama leagues count. So we've decided that we're going to use fantasy points in this case.
Are we starting with our best prediction ever?
This is probably the most bestest.
Hey, boy.
0, 0, 0, 0.
Montable.
Is that
Sam
the amount
Montembeault.
of is that the amount of starts he's going to have between now and Christmas?
69th in fantasy points.
Yeah.
And we had him top 10. 10th on the dot. 10.
We had
10.
We had him top 10 because we knew Montreal was turning the corner and the season he had last
He
year.
had a good season last year.
And unfortunately, he hasn't followed it up with a good season this year, or at least the beginning of the season.
Can I ask you a question, Vince? How many teams are there in the NHL?
32, my friend.
This guy is 69th out of all goalies.
That means he's worse than third goalies of some teams. But it's not fair to him because some of those goalies played 1 or 2 games. But he's bad. Yeah, and when
That's actually very fair for him because he's played more than 1 or 2 games and he still doesn't have fantasy points.
Guys, he's
bad.
been bad.
Yeah,
he's been really
there's-
bad.
And I no matter how much he turns around, he'll never be a top 10 goalie this year in fantasy points.
Yeah, but if you pick him up as of a certain point, maybe. I'm not banking on it because I think as of right now, Dobish seems to be the guy.
Even that he's on a cold streak, but I don't.
He had a good game against
we
Toronto,
definitely
but
we can all agree.
shorthanded Toronto.
We can all agree that Montable will not be in the top 10 fantasy points by the end of the year.
I agree. This is a miss. This is definitely a miss from us.
100%.
Let's go with another miss. Now, this is a little bit of a miss, but a positive miss for this player. We had Joy Decord as our 21st ranked goalie. He's top 5 in the NHL.
Because we didn't think he could get enough goal scoring support from this Seattle team, so that's why we had him there. But it seems like he doesn't need that goal scoring support, and he just needs 1 or 2 goals, and he either gets a shutout or he gets the win with one goal against.
He was a little bit. He was injured.
Yes,
for a little bit.
I think 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
And he's still top 5.
Yeah, so it helps that he got a shutout
in fantasy point totals
today. But yeah, I feel we had him lower because of the team he played for, but he's proven that he doesn't need 5 goals a game.
In LPHL, I had Hellebuck injury. I think we spoke about it last episode, and still, Joy Decord is probably saving my bacon right now.
Well, you got your shutout in a losing cause tonight.
Shootouts.
And I don't want to be a nerd, but I'm going to look at
You are a nerd.
the data,
Mhm.
and the data tells me that a lot of it has to do with the team defense. Last year, he had a goals saved above expected of 16.8. That's pretty good. This year, minus 0.99. He's pretty even. He's pretty average. Basically, he's been an average goalie. His numbers, his stats are good. 908 save percentage, 2.56 goals against average. But if you look at the details of this data, it's telling me that there's more of a team game around him that's helping him. He's not making the difference. He's just not being the reason. Exactly. He's not being a detriment to the team.
Yeah.
But from a fantasy perspective, hey, he's winning. His numbers are good.
It's all that
Money,
matters.
money, money, money.
$5 million salary.
Oh, I was talking about like the money you could
I
win.
know,
And
but still. $5 million salary.
Definitely not 5 million.
That's very good. It's very good to have a Decord at 5
if
million.
anybody wants to sponsor Partial Breakaway Fantasy Hockey Podcast
We have enough sponsors. No
With-
money, but we have sponsors.
with never mind. Thank you to our sponsors, by the way.
Thank you to our
Sportira, Patisserie, Boulangerie Italia, ANC Photo Booths. Did I miss anybody?
DraftKings.
DraftKings.
Okay.
Code THPN.
Next goalie.
Shesterkin. Now, this is a player that
Oh, Jordan's choking.
Excuse me.
were you laughing at the this is a player or
I know that went down wrong.
goalies are players too. Okay.
What kind of players?
They wear pads. Shesterkin
What kind of?
Oh man, this episode.
What kind of?
Shesterkin is
Is it
currently
regularly or periodically?
That's good. That was pretty funny, actually. Those of you that don't realize, he's talking about himself. Shesterkin is currently 4th in fantasy points. We had him 3rd. That's a win, guys, because Shesterkin is playing on a team that was really, really bad last year.
That's a win and a surprise on a team who scored their first home goals 5 games into the season.
Right?
So
Like, how is Shesterkin this high when this team has not been doing well at home?
11 quality starts on over 17 games played. His goals against is 2.53, save percentage is 0.908. So he's one shutout. So he's an elite goalie. It's just his team was just struggling, and to still be up there with the struggles his team faced. I mean, this is just hats off to prove that he is an elite goaltender.
Well, he's getting paid like an elite
Yeah,
goaltender, so it's nice to see him actually produce that.
Okay, his team doesn't score.
Yeah.
Now lately they've been scoring a little bit, but his team wasn't scoring. There's only so much he can do. His numbers prove that he was doing his job. Look,
Maybe this is an unfair comparison, but if you remember the 2000 and as early as 2010 to 2020
Carey Price?
Montreal Canadiens, they had a Carey Price that basically carried the entire team on his back, and probably that's the reason why he ruined his knees in the end. All the way to the playoffs. Shesterkin might actually do that this year with a team that's not that great in front of him.
even with their most recent boost of scoring, which is like sporadic, if you will, they're 28th out of 32 in the league for goals for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't help your goaltender.
Okay, I'll mention one more, and this is because we had a hot take on this player, and
Oh, baby.
I had a hot take.
Nick
on
had a hot
I
take.
love this player too, man. But you had a really hot take.
I said that this player was going to finish top 3 in Vezina votes
Yeah,
for Anaheim, and that's Lucas Dostal. He is currently 3rd in fantasy points in our fantasy rankings. And we had him as 8th overall, although I had him 3rd in my rankings. You guys had him a little bit lower, so in our consensus, it came out to 8th. So,
okay, Nick, tap yourself on the back.
no, but, okay, look, I went out on a limb because I really like this player, and I like his team in front of him. Is he going to end up top 3?
I had him 8th. So we know why he dropped.
Yeah, I didn't have him. I don't even know where I had him. But listen,
He didn't have him.
Don't you watch West Coast games?
no, I don't. With 3 kids, I definitely go to bed.
Ain't nobody got time.
No. Listen, Jesus, Murphy.
Listen, that's 2 listens in a row.
Listens.
Oh, yeah, a lot of listens in this little episode.
11 quality starts, save
Listen.
percentage 0.904, goals against 2.81. He is getting a lot of goal support right now with that Anaheim team. I mean, I think they average 4 goals a game. So that is helping him. But
Second in the league, Vince.
yeah, in his last 11 games played, he had 9 wins and 8 of them were quality starts. So
crazy.
he's been doing his share to make sure that they win those games. So he's going to be him and his team are going to be a team to watch. And if his team hits the wall, this is where we're going to see if he's going to be able to steal some games for them.
Guys, Anaheim's a fun team. to
Yeah,
watch.
they're young,
They're
but
fun.
fun. Yeah.
Well, they should be fun.
His numbers, his save percentage has been stable since he's been in the league. His goals against average this year is better. It's finally under 3. And to Vince's point, it's because he's getting goal support. He's finally winning games. He doesn't have to steal games. Last year he stole 10 games. He won 23. He stole 10.
That's crazy.
In 17 games this year, he stole 1. But the Anaheim Mighty Ducks are first in the Pacific.
That's very good.
Joe Quenneville.
Joe Quenneville makes a difference. Also, great freaking drafting for a long
Oh, yeah.
time.
Wow. The goal
They
the
built
goal chaser-
something
Come on,
steady.
guys.
Goal chaser too.
Yeah, but guys, like Seneke, everybody was making fun of the Seneke trade.
And he's
The Seneke draft, sorry.
Guys, Demidov and Seneke, same amount of points.
Crazy.
And we
17 each.
were giving Demidov the Rookie of the Year, but there's competition, man, this year.
17 each? 17
Uh,
points each?
15 or 17?
15, maybe 15. Anyways, that's
all right, guys. Are you ready for this one? Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants?
I wish we were sponsored by My Money here.
In case he got a hole in one.
by Menon.
Well, we here hope you don't have a hole in your phone so that you can go like and subscribe on YouTube at Partial Breakaway Pod or follow us on Instagram, X, and TikTok, which, by the way, we're posting like 3-4 times a week. You can't listen to the full episode. You watch our clips. It tells the story at Partial Break Pod, Instagram, X, TikTok, like at the top left of your screen.
And if any of you want to throw us even more flowers, because we had Vejmelka 23rd and 21st, and he's actually 23rd. You know, throw us the flowers. Send us comments, guys.
Nick likes roses. Vince likes
Tulips.
orchids.
Yeah.
And
Here we
Junior
go,
here
Taco
likes, I don't know what I like.
Dandelions.
Guys,
Good night, peeps.
very important notice before we leave off. The winner of this week's period in PBLL will earn a merch prize. Thanks to our sponsor, Sportira.
Black Friday special.
Black Friday special where there is no deal. It's just free.
We just give you stuff.
That's it. We give. We're all about giving. It's the spirit of giving.
Have a good night.
All right. Don't get any holes in your pants.
We need smelling salts for next week.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.